Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to UPI, Ukrainian forces launched a series of overnight drone strikes targeting Russian military and economic assets, including 12 oil tankers, a cargo ship, and a tugboat in the Sea of Azov. The assault also hit the Yug-Rusi oil terminal in Batysk-Rostov province, causing a major fire, as well as an ammunition depot near Sorokin in occupied Luhansk. The Ukrainian General Staff stated that the operation is part of an ongoing military campaign to disrupt Russia's supply logistics and financial channels derived from oil sales, which fund the ongoing war. Over the past 3 nights, Ukrainian long-range drones have reportedly struck 35 vessels in the Sea of Azov. The escalating strikes on energy infrastructure have led to severe fuel shortages and soaring prices, particularly in occupied Crimea. The impact is so pronounced that Sevastopol is currently receiving only a third of its daily fuel needs, prompting Russian President Vladimir Putin to call for government subsidies to assist local residents struggling with high fuel costs. South Korea's Supreme Court has finalized a 7-year prison sentence for former President Yoon Suk-yeol, marking the first concluded verdict among 8 criminal cases stemming from his 2024 emergency martial law decree. According to Line Hazalbao, the court rejected Yoon's appeal, upholding a lower court ruling that found him guilty of obstructing arrest warrants, abuse of power, and document forgery. The charges stem from events surrounding his failed attempt to implement martial law on December 3, 2024. Prosecutors alleged that Yoon commanded security forces to block investigators at the presidential residence and illegally restricted the cabinet's deliberation process. Yoon's legal team expressed disappointment, stating they intend to pursue constitutional appeals. With this ruling, Yoon becomes the 5th former South Korean president to be convicted since the country's democratization, joining a list that includes Chun Do-won, Roh Tae-woo, Lee Mang-bak, and Park Geun-hye. According to NHK, a series of devastating landslides triggered by heavy monsoon rains have struck Rohingya refugee camps in southeastern Bangladesh. On Wednesday, a surge of mud crashed into a school while students were attending classes, resulting in the deaths of 8 children. This tragedy follows separate landslides in the same region earlier in the week that claimed another 8 lives. Most of the over 1 million Rohingya refugees in the Cox's Bazar area reside in precarious, makeshift shelters on deforested hillsides, which are highly susceptible to mudslides during the annual rainy season. One refugee noted that families can barely sleep due to the ongoing threat. In response to the crisis and the forecast for more rain, authorities have begun emergency efforts to relocate residents from high-risk areas, with approximately 1,000 people already moved to safer locations. The refugees, who fled Myanmar in 2017 following a military crackdown, continue to face severe living conditions in the overcrowded camps. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is currently on a 3-day official visit to Australia. According to NHK, Prime Minister Modi met with his Australian counterpart Anthony Albanese in Melbourne on Thursday. During the summit, the 2 leaders reached an agreement to significantly deepen their cooperation across several key sectors, including economic security, defense, and maritime security. A major outcome of the meeting was the signing of an agreement to facilitate the export of Australian uranium to India for peaceful energy purposes. Prime Minister Modi highlighted that this deal will provide essential momentum for India's clean energy objectives and strategic security. Both nations, which are partners alongside Japan and the United States in the Quad framework, also expressed shared concerns regarding the impact of the current situation in Iran on regional stability. This visit underscores the growing strategic alignment between India and Australia as they seek to enhance their bilateral ties and promote security in the region. According to GG Press, German Chancellor Merz announced in the Bundestag on July 9th that Germany has reached an agreement with the United States to purchase and deploy U.S.-made Tomahawk cruise missiles. Chancellor Merz emphasized that the acquisition aims to strengthen deterrence against Russia and will fill an important strategic gap. Details regarding the specific number of missiles to be deployed and the exact timeline remain undisclosed. Under the previous Biden administration in 2024, the U.S. had decided to deploy Tomahawk missiles to its forces stationed in Germany. However, the plan had become uncertain following the Trump administration's announcement of U.S. troop reductions. This newly announced purchase agreement between Germany and the U.S. appears to secure the deployment of these capabilities directly under German ownership, ensuring regional defense capability. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.